A very good afternoon to my dear teacher and my fellow friends. My name is Jehosheba, IC number 286434, and today I'm going to talk about the pollution in Sungai Kim Kim in Johor. Pollution is defined as the accumulation of various contaminants that has negative effects on both human beings and the environment. Water pollution occurs when water is contaminated by various harmful substances such as chemicals. In Malaysia, the number of rivers that are polluted has been increasing from 2013 to 2017, and it has been on a decline from 2018 to 2019. In 2017, the number of polluted rivers was the highest at 14, while in 2015, the number of polluted rivers was lowest at 5. One of the rivers that is constantly polluted is Sungai Kim Kim, which is located in Pasir Gudang, Johor.
Okay, I will continue discussion. My name is Nurasma, matrix number 287790. Okay, my part is peril versus hazard. Peril, okay. The peril of Kim Kim River is water pollution incident that occurred on 7 March 2019 at Pasir Gudang, Johor. Okay, hazard. The cause of incident at Kim Kim River is illegal chemical waste dumping at the Kim Kim River in Pasir Gudang, Johor in Malaysia. Okay, through the investigation, a tanker truck is believed to have dumped chemical waste into the Kim Kim River early in the morning before the victim fell ill. The investigation team has also identified the illegally disposed of the chemical as marine oil, which emits flammable methane gas and benzene fumes. Okay, next, personal risk, which is liability risk. There was no sudden and unexpected death, but it caused 6,000 individual effect by the toxic. On 7 March, several students and canteen workers from two schools near the river began to fall ill and complaining of the breathing difficulties. Both schools were ordered to shut down, and all the victims were sent to Sultan Ismail Hospital. Some students taken to hospital faint and vomit, while those who were severely affected were given outpatient treatment and allowed to return home. The second wave of water poisoning began on 11 March, which an additional 106 to 207 patients being taken to hospital before swelling to over 1,000 sufferers, with 8 being admit to intensive care unit or ICU. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Firstly, my name is Nur Syafiqah Shahira binti Muhammad Anwar. My matric number is 288109. I will continue the discussion with 2.3 commercial risk. There are two types of commercial risk. First, liability risk, and second, loss of business income. Liability risk. The victim of Kim Kim River toxic pollution, including fishermen and Pasir Gudang residents, have filed civil suit seeking 30 million in compensation from 12 parties. The 171 victims filed 2 civil suits against 12 defendants. The first lawsuit named 42 Pasir Gudang people as plaintiff, including school children who were affected by the pollution. Plaintiffs in the second claim were 129 fishermen from 7 communities along Kim Kim River, whose revenue had been severely impacted by pollution. Both lawsuits sued 12 defendants, including the polluting company and 2 of its directors, Yap Yok Liang and Singaporean Wong Jing Chua. Loss of business income. Chemical waste pollution in Pasir Gudang has harmed not just the health of residents in the area, but also the livelihood of fishermen, who have seen their catch and sale decrease. 250 fishermen from 4 villages in the vicinity of Sungai Kim Kim, namely orang asli fishermen from Teluk Kabong, Kampung Perigi Aceh, Kampung Pasir Putih, and Kampung Pasir Gudang Baru, have been affected by the pollution. Around 400 fishermen, including those from Tanjung Langsat, Kong Kong, Kampung Sungai Tiram, and Bakar Batu, have suffered as a result of the pollution. Normally, the sale of fish at the Kampung Pasir Gudang Baru Fishermen Market range from 100 kg to 150 kg per day, with a total turnover of 3,000 ringgit to 4,000 ringgit. But it has reduced to 80 kg to 30 kg per day during the pollution, with sale ranging from 300 to 600.
Next, let me explain a little about 2.4, which are burden of risk on society. Risks generally involve in three major burdens, hence in this situation and incident, it only entails and two major burdens, which are larger emergency fund and worry and fear. Firstly, let me touch on larger emergency fund. During Kim Kim River toxic pollution in 2019, an early loss could occur to clean all the toxicants in the river. Take for example related that the Johor State Government had sent an emergency allocation that provides 6.4 million ringgit Malaysia to clean and disinfect the Kim Kim River in Pasir Gudang from all the chemical substances. Secondly, worry and fear burden. Due to the factor of Kim Kim River is close by the schools and residential area, the burden of feeling worry and fear from parents towards their children gradually increase as the toxic will affect their health and their daily life. Many complaints were made mostly by the parents or residents concerning those who are accountable of this matter. To lessen the fear, the Education Ministry had closed and entirely schools in Pasir Gudang district until the condition will improve. Let me talk about technique for managing risk. Mainly, in these cases, it only apply one technique, which are risk control that include avoidance and loss prevention. By mean avoidance, the Johor State Government had close to almost more than 100 schools stated in Pasir Gudang districts before the spreading occurrence worsened. The choice of avoidance is practical in minimizing and controlling the number of infected students from rising. Next, loss prevention, in other hand, also brought the responsibility of the government to further tighten the laws in the industrial sector so that there are no more incidents of illegal dumping of toxic waste everywhere. The imposition of heavy fines and imprisonment on the guilty party for having compromised the health and safety for the public should be implemented also. Thank you.
In conclusion, the pollution of Kim Kim River has many risks on society. The peril that is faced by Pasir Gudang residents is the pollution of the Kim Kim River that happened on 7 March 2019. One of the hazards that are faced by the residents is illegal chemical dumping in the river. There are also many risks faced by people and business entities. The risks that are faced by residents of Pasir Gudang is personal risks such as health problems. Business entities are exposed to commercial risks such as liability risks. For example, companies that are accused of polluting the river are faced with lawsuits demanding compensation. The government of Johor also had to allocate RM6.4 million to decontaminate Kim Kim River. The government decided to close all the schools in Pasir Gudang to decrease the frequency of students and teachers facing health problems as well. Thank you.